A very good morning, Zimbabwe. A very good morning, Team Africa and beyond. My name is Ronald Uwekwamakosha, and this morning we want to look at this very important issue. Everybody has been asking, where is that issue about the UN? And I am glad that I've managed to come with it at this moment in time. So, taking a look onto this issue, what is happening is that the United Nations General Assembly is on the summit is on at this moment from the 13th to the 27th of September. They are on in the United uh, States of America, and other heads of state are already there. The likes of Lazarus Chakwera from Malawi is already there. Cyril Ramaphosa is already there, and they've met with the leadership of the United States of America. President Emerson Mnangagwa is expected to be there from around the 19th to the 24th. Those are the projected dates is far. So there are protests which are now being planned to make sure that when he arrives there, he's going to meet the Zimbabweans there. He's going to meet the activists there. He's going to meet the people there actually waiting for him. We have seen Susan Mutami also. She is invited, and she will be taking a stand, speaking about abuses of the girl child in Zimbabwe. She wrote on her Twitter handle, and we reported it live here that she was invited to that summit in the US. So this is what is of concern. If you look on this screen, this is what they call United Nations protest. This is a protest which is being planned by those in Europe, those in diaspora at this moment in time. They are planning a protest, and they've announced it. As you can see right here on this poster, right here on the screen. And I just need to mention the names of key people here. We have Mambo Soshe, we have Godfrey Crown, we have Paul Madzore, we have Comfort Dondo, we have Tafadzwa Sarupinda, Advocate Masie, Dr. Gwekwerere, Zvidzairu Zvidzo, Barbara Gwangwara, Thomas Mapfumo. So these are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people who are actually planning this protest, and will be there from the 23rd to the 24th of September 2022. And these are key days where they believe that President Mnangagwa will be in the US, and they've managed to plan for these protests, because we've seen these plans for a very long time. A petition is being signed at this moment in time, where everybody is required to sign, and the target is around 25,000 signatures. And that petition is going to be handed over to the United Nations during that period in time where they are going to do this protest. So this is the new development at this moment in time. But let us take a look on key issues. Susan Mutami is a presenter at the UN summit, and there are protests which are scheduled, and a petition will be lodged at the UN. So the UN, if that petition sails through, the UN is going to be forced to look into those matters. And one of those matters is the issue, or is the matter of Honorable Job Sikhala and the Nyatsime 16. And if we are to closely look at this issue, there are serious human rights violations, because if you look at it and look at Justice Meya Wajikajena's case, you see that there is there are human rights violations there. There is a mutilation of the constitution and the laws of Zimbabwe. So if that case is presented well, what it means is that the United Nations General Assembly, or the United Nations Security Council, will be forced to look into this Zimbabwean matter and this Zimbabwean issue. What are the possibilities, right? Is that the possibilities are that whilst President Mnangagwa is in UN, we might see massive protests back home here in Zimbabwe. The probability of us having massive protests here back home is very high at this moment in time, because we have seen a lot of people coming out planning. We've seen another grouping saying that let us have mass protest on 26th of 26th of September, and they are all saying let us protest against the brutality on the Nyatsime 16, which we've seen. Well, whatever we've seen on the Nyatsime 16, we've seen a call for those protests. So if you closely look at this issue, there is a court case also on the 21st of September, a very key court case on the 21st of September, and that court case is going to be presided over President Mnangagwa vabuda vaenda ku-UN. That court case inosara ichibva yapinda at the High Court, because Sabeth Msengezi announced his court case is there for the 21st of September. That is when they are going to preside over the hearing of that case, where Sabeth Msengezi is saying President Mnangagwa is not legally the leader of ZANU PF. So seeing those cases, and if you join all those issues, the Susan Mutamis, the Sikhalas protest, the UK protest, the petitions, look at Hope Ochingono. Ask yourself the question why Hope Ochingono is out of the country at this moment in time, at this crucial moment. You actually understand that as a key journalist here in the nation of Zimbabwe, as the most credible journalist in terms of my senior journalist in the nation of Zimbabwe, you can actually see that this is something very, very big which is going on, because Ochingono is in the US, if I'm not mistaken, and is likely going to be there up until the end of the UN summit. So if you look on all these events which are happening, one can just conclude that, honestly speaking, something big is likely going to happen, because tinogona kusasvika. Tinogona kusasvika because the outcome at the UN summit is going to send a clear message back home, and might trigger another outcome here at home. And you see it, kuti court inogona kungomuka yakataura kuti he is illegitimate within ZANU PF and is out and cannot defend himself on that particular issue. Secondly, you see ZANU PF going to the Congress, President Mnangagwa no longer presiding over ZANU PF, being no longer the official leader of ZANU PF. He will be the president of the republic, but not the leader of ZANU PF, which means anything can happen on the 26th to the 29th of October, but the foundation of everything is starting right here on the UN summit, which means the basis of impeachment also, they are being decided on this very important summit, on this very important event which is happening. So let us take a look on what Susan Mutami is going to say during her address, if she manages or if she succeeds to be there. That is what is very important. So we'll be looking on that. We'll be coming with those updates. Chikudza kuti nyaya dzacho dzinenge dzakamira sei, vamboti chiiko amai Mutami about the abuses in Zimbabwe, the protest, everything. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. I just tried to summarize, because I cannot put everything in one live program, because nyaya yacho yakanyanya kukurisa. I don't want to go beyond 10 minutes. That is the reason why I was trying to cut into pieces. But I have given you hints on what is going to happen, what is likely going to happen at the UN General Assembly. However, ZANU PF is pushing to be able to use the United Nations report, which was prepared by the rapporteur in terms of the sanctions, the effects of sanctions on Zimbabwe. And we are likely going to see the Zimbabwean government pushing the issue of sanctions, as well as the United States responding or defending its position on sanctions. Those are the possibilities. We are likely going to see that happening on this summit. So that is it. That is what is happening. The question is, will President Mnangagwa go to the UN summit? We don't know. He's obliged to go, because he's the head of state. He's supposed to go and represent the nation of Zimbabwe. But let us take a look and see. We'll continue to come and give you updates on this matter and this issue. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. I think I've answered you. From the 23rd to the 24th. There will be protests at the UN summit, and these are Zimbabweans, as you can see right on the screen. That is the notice which was given a few days ago by those in the diaspora, and a petition is being signed, Yasara, with around 5,000 people or so. The last time I checked, it needed 5,000 people to reach 25,000, and those will be presented at that summit. Thank you very much for coming. My name is Ronald Wekwamakusha. Let us meet in other programs and other episodes as we look forward to 2023 elections. Ramba mchiregister to kuvota, ramba mchisupporta at the cause for change. Change is coming. Advocate Nelson Chamisa is the next president of the Republic of Zimbabwe, but you need to do the needful. Register to vote and make sure that in 2023 you vote correctly and you vote wisely. I love you all. Thank you very much for coming. Continue to come and subscribe. Thank you very much.